What's up, Ragin Nation? How's it going? This is Alex. You're watching the Ragin Nation show. This is just Websters. We're talking about all things matter in the world of movies. This is a special edition of the Ragin Nation show because we're going to talk about San Diego Comic-Con 2014, which happened over the weekend, and boy, am I excited. I'm excited because of all the reveals and all the announcements that were made for a lot of the films that I'm really anticipating from 2015 to 2016 and beyond. So I'm really excited, and that's what we're going to talk about in this special edition of the Ragin Nation show, San Diego Comic-Con 2014 edition. Let's first talk about trailers, specifically teaser trailers. And by now you will have seen the first official teaser trailer for The Hobbit, The Battle of the Five Armies. If you haven't checked it out, I'm going to leave you the link on the description box below. It is epic, it is grand, and it was just beautiful. Now, we've seen a lot of trailers for summer blockbusters, and we know what they're like. It's very exciting. There's a lot of epic money shots, but this is very different. This is what I'd like to call more beautiful and more grand, because when you're watching it, all you can feel is the epicosity of the film. You know what I'm saying? It's not like a Michael Bay film or a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle trailer where there's just a lot of money shots and just a lot of crazy action moments. It's not about that. It's about some really epic character moments. Alright, so very, very cool. I hope you check that out. Once again, I'll leave you the link on the description box below. Also on the description box below is the link to the very first teaser trailer for Mad Max Fury Road, and it debuted on Comic-Con, and it is very exciting, very, very action-packed. It stars Tom Hardy, and Mad Max Fury Road will be out in May 15th of 2015. Now, big announcements after that are the fact that now we have a logo for the Warcraft movie. Not a World of Warcraft movie, but a Warcraft movie. And that's all we get. All we get is an official logo, and the logo looks like this, and the Warcraft film will be out, released on March 11th of 2016. Speaking of logos, there has been a film that I've been following the production for quite some time now, and that is a film formerly known as Cyber, and it is a cyber crime movie, cyber crime thriller, directed by Michael Mann, starring Chris Hemsworth, and it is shot on location in Hong Kong. Very, very exciting. I actually am a big fan of Michael Mann's films. I like that he makes a lot of very contemporary action films, which are always focused on well, they're crime dramas, okay? So it's something that I have a huge fascination for, and I like a lot of his work, and I am looking forward to Cyber, well, formerly known as Cyber, but now it is called Blackhat, and here is the reveal of the new logo, and that is Blackhat, no longer called Cyber. Blackhat comes out when does it come out? January 16th of 2015, okay? Moving on, let's talk about a surprise panel at Hall H at San Diego Comic-Con, and that would be the appearance, the first time appearance at Comic-Con for Matthew McConaughey and Christopher Nolan. And they were there to talk about Interstellar, which is a film that I'm highly anticipating because it is his next film following after the Dark Knight Rises. A lot of fans have been waiting for what's next for Christopher Nolan, and they debuted the poster, the new first official poster for Interstellar. And it is really, really cool. Check that out. Looks great. And Interstellar comes out on November 7th of this year. So that's something to look forward to. Moving on, we're going to talk about the really, really big news that I'm most excited for. And this news comes right out of San Diego Comic-Con from Legendary Pictures. And Legendary Pictures is the studio that brought to us Pacific Rim and Godzilla. So they're on a roll with the kaiju films. Well, it looks like they're going to continue the tradition of making big monster films because they have just locked in the date for another big monster film coming out on November 4th, 2016 is Skull Island. And Skull Island is a prequel to King Kong. Now, I wouldn't say that It is a prequel to the King Kong film directed by Peter Jackson, but it is a prequel to the King Kong story. Now, King Kong came from Skull Island. This is the title of the film, and what this is about is the origins of King Kong. Now, if you remember the King Kong film from Universal Studios, Skull Island is full of crazy things. For example, these natives that live there, these tribes, but there's also monsters and dinosaurs. So Skull Island is going to explore that big monster aspect, the creature aspect of King Kong, and explore the origins of the character. So very, very cool, very, very exciting. Now keep in mind that this film is brought to you from Legendary Pictures, not Universal Studios. So this does not tie directly with King Kong. It is an origin story. Okay, that's all you need to know. It is not necessarily a prequel, or rather a direct prequel from the film that Universal Studios produced. Okay, so just letting you know that. Now, this film, Skull Island, will be released on November 4th on 2016. Now, moving on to other kaiju film news. This is a pretty big and exciting piece of news, and that is Gareth Edwards, the director for Godzilla and the upcoming Star Wars spin-off film, announced at San Diego Comic-Con that Godzilla 2 is coming, and it will feature classic monsters such as Ronin, Mothra, and also Ghidorah. That is very, very exciting. It is kind of like Godzilla, the very first film that came out this summer, is a teaser for what's to come. Okay? It's just a teaser. What's coming out later on is the big one. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm looking forward to Godzilla 2. No release date so far, but Gareth Edwards did confirm that those are the characters, or rather the big monsters that we will be seeing in the sequel to Godzilla. Now, he is busy at work working on the Star Wars spin-off film, which is supposed to come out in 2016. So I'm going to assume that the next film that he's going to be working on is Godzilla 2. And Legendary Pictures definitely wants to bring in that tradition of the big kaijus. Okay? So, very, very exciting stuff. And what does this tell us? What exactly does this tell us with regards to the direction that Legendary Pictures is going for? Well, we all know that Paramount Pictures is going through the, I guess, the toy movie route. We've got G.I. Joe and Transformers, and now also Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles coming from Paramount Pictures. Alright, they're making a lot of toy films, okay? Marvel Studios is bringing to us the Marvel Cinematic Universe, okay? Warner Brothers is cashing in, or rather beginning to cash in, on the DC Universe. So what is Legendary Pictures doing? They are cashing in on the kaiju and big monster genre, okay? When you think of kaijus and big monsters like King Kong and Godzilla, you're going to think of the name, or rather the studio, Legendary Pictures. Because when they put out a trailer for Godzilla 2 or Pacific Rim 2, they're going to put the heading that is from the studios that brought you Godzilla and Pacific Rim comes Skull Island. You know what I'm saying? So that's what Legendary Pictures is going for. It seems like they want to go with making more kaiju films, and I'm down with that. Okay, so this is a studio that you should be paying attention to their future productions, because they're going to bring to us what the fans have been waiting for. Anyways, that's all I got to say in this video. Stay tuned for the Marvel edition of the Ragin Nation show, because we're going to talk about the San Diego Comic-Con coverage for everything from Marvel Studios. Alright, so stay tuned for that. My name is Alex Yu, and thank you for watching. As always, if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, like me on Facebook, The Ragin Nation. Also follow me on Twitter, @Ragin Nation, and I'll see you next time. Peace. Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice, because Zack Snyder mentioned on Twitter or on social media that he really didn't have anything to show at San Diego Comic-Con. So